you. All right. See you guys. Have fun at the rest of the show.
Thank you.
Okay, see ya. Actually, come back real quick.
Oh, man.
So, our whole goal with this thing, this whole show was to... Hey, what's up everyone? Danny here from No Budget.
Chris here from Coalition Gaming.
And Ozzy from OzTalksHW. And today we've been at LTX 2019 and we have a special treat for you guys. So all of our channels focus on PC build deals and deal hunting. And so we wanted to collaborate while we were here in Vancouver.
PC gaming and technology, all relating to PC gaming and hardware, is all something that has left a lasting impact on us. And that's the kind of sentiment that we wanted to pass on to another attendee here at LTX.
Before the event, we were able to reach out to some companies to help make this build possible. Because they were able to provide these parts for us, the money that we were putting into the build could go towards better components.
So we gave ourselves a 450 Canadian dollar budget for the motherboard, the CPU, the power supply, and the video card.
So we ended up finding a coffee shop to start our deal hunting. This was the first time that any of us were doing any parts hunting in Vancouver, in Canada probably overall.
We ended up with 4 different sellers that we met that night.
By the time we were able to actually go out and meet the sellers, because we did have prior plans meeting up with other content creators and companies, it was like 9:30 p.m. and then we had 4 people to meet up with at nighttime, and they were all, some of them were like 30 minutes from each other. All right, let's pick up some parts.
Let's go get some parts.
It's like 9 p.m., almost 10.
Yeah.
But I think we might be able to pick up all the parts tonight.
Yeah, that'd be super awesome.
Yeah, because then it'll make it really easy for the next 2 days.
It'll be a late night.
So it would be ideal to get to B and then go out to A because it's so far out. B, A, C.
That's a lot.
I mean, that's fine. Just get it done.
Dang, we're not gonna go until like midnight.
I think that's fine. So we currently have 4 places on the Google Maps, 4 stops, which the trip says a total of like an hour and 30 minutes, and it's already 10 p.m. But that doesn't account for meeting times with each of these people. Right now we're waiting on the actually power supply guy to get back to Ozzy. He told us the zip code he was in, but he has not given us a meet spot. And then we gotta probably make a long trip over for a half-hour drive to pick up a Ryzen 1700. Then come back to this area to pick up the graphics card and motherboard. Oh.
I say if we don't get a reply in 10 minutes, we just go pick up the 1700.
Yep, that's cool. All right, so we're about 2 minutes away from the R7 or Ryzen 7 1700 guy. Oh, is that guy right there?
Yeah, how's it going?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so there's 15 and then 150.
You guys here from the States?
Yes, we are from the States. We're actually attending LTX 2019.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Are you going?
No, but tell Linus I said hi.
thank you very much.
Okay, cheers. Have fun, you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Cooler Master guy can't do, he's not free till Sunday, so
Yeah,
it's gonna be a hard no. 480 guy.
Toward 133
CTA?
A Street, then turn right on 133
28
A
minutes. We're going exactly back the other way we just came from.
So that's like 11:10.
So 30-minute drive to go pick up the RX 480.
Oh my gosh, the power supply guy can do 11:30.
What?
That was...
We could do that. Let's
Do that one?
So what's happened right now is basically everyone went unresponsive while we're picking up the Ryzen 7 1700. But now all 3 of them want to meet because it is late. It's 11 p.m. right now. After still 20 minutes away from the graphics card, we gotta go boom, 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 quick transactions. And we'll be done tonight.
Here's your card.
And then $100.
Yep. There you go.
All right, have fun at the event tomorrow. We might see you.
Tomorrow, hopefully.
Yep.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a good night. All right, well, time is running out.
Does this one have the next spot?
Yeah, just click on continue.
All right.
Inspect that boy. You'll be the official inspector to make sure that we weren't.
Inspector in the back of in the back seat with like the dome light. The worst inspecting conditions available.
We went to one of the sellers' places, and they wouldn't. I was spamming their messages. I was like, "We're here, we're here, we're here," and they didn't come. Like they didn't respond. They didn't come out. So it got to the point where we were like, We have to keep this ball rolling.
We actually need this motherboard, so like
I really don't.
more so than a power supply. Did he give an actual house address? We can actually walk up to it, man. Let's just go up and see. I'm doing it. Okay. Dang it. We need that motherboard. So no motherboard. Dude is not responding to me. That's the thing about deal hunting. Like, if you try to do a whole build in like one day, you have to line up all your sellers and make sure they're all on time and are able to meet up.
Yeah.
That was the only Ryzen motherboard that we could find. So if we did not get that, the build would not have happened.
Yeah,
So.
we had options for power supplies, we had options for graphics cards, we had options for CPUs, but only one single option for motherboard. And we were just starting to get pretty heartbroken when the dude wasn't answering.
We actually left his house because he was the third person we were meeting. We're like, all right, you know what? We just have to go to the next guy because the next guy was waiting for us. We couldn't just wait forever. Went to the next guy, which was like 20 minutes away. Then he responded. We had to go back to him to grab the motherboard, and then we were done. And it was just like so much stress off the chest. But that was only the first night.
Yeah, if you told me that the second night was going to be longer, I would have laughed. I wouldn't have believed you at all.
Oh.
That's what happened.
The reason that we're putting together this computer and finding all these parts was that we're going to be giving it away to one of the attendees here at LTX.
We posed a question to all the attendees that we ran into. What do you have in your computer? So we were asking people to list off the specs they had, but what we were actually doing was looking for someone who didn't have a great computer, and through that interaction, hopefully choose the best candidate for it.
And during this process, we met so many different types of people. A lot of people had super high-end computers. Can you guys tell me a little bit about the computers you guys have at home?
He's got a 2700 now and a 1070 Ti.
I got the 2600 and 16 gigs of RAM. I picked up an RX 480 off of eBay.
I've got an Intel Core i3 8350K, GTX 970, and 16 gigs of RAM.
9900K, 1080, 32 gigs of RAM, 970 Pro.
So you're sitting pretty.
Yeah, I'm doing okay right now. Yeah.
So I'm running a 1700X at 4.1 gigahertz.
All right.
With 32 gigs of RAM.
Okay.
And a 1080 Ti.
Dual LGA 2011 machine. Yeah.
Xeons.
Yes, Xeons. It has 16 gig slots. There's 128 gigs of RAM in it.
Oh my gosh, so you're living lavish with that.
Luckily enough, we ran into one of our NVIDIA contacts at the event, and they just asked us, could we use it in the build? And we said yes, so huge thanks to that. That was very fortunate to make this build that much better.
So the build process itself was something that took a while because we didn't get back to the Airbnb until pretty late on Saturday night.
The thing about going to events like this was that you are also networking and you're also hanging out with other people. So we ended up having dinner with some people, and we stayed out until around
11.
Yeah, 11.
Yeah.
So we got back to the Airbnb at 11, and at that point we had to put together a whole build, which had a lot of RGB, which means tons of figuring out like where cables went and management, get all the games installed and benchmarked. It was super hectic, and we stayed up probably till 4 a.m.
Before even all that, that first hour before we could even start building, we had to shoot B-roll. There's definite good shots that you have to get for videos like this, where you're showing off the parts that we're going to be building and giving away.
What ended up happening was after Chris was done with all of the B-roll, it's kind of hard to have multiple people building a computer at the same time. So Chris and Danny stayed up until 3:30, 4 o'clock-ish to kind of take like the late night shift. And then I went to bed, and then I woke up around 6:30-ish to actually start the benchmarking and gameplay recording process. And so by the time everybody was up by like 9:30 or 10, the complete computer was finally built. The RGB was all addressed, and it was looking like really, really good.
You should definitely check it out on Chris's channel, Coalition Gaming. Go over there and check it out to see the full specs and how it performed in the benchmarks and all the glorious beauty shots of it once it was completed.
So that day we had a meet and greet at 1 o'clock. And so while we were setting up a little bit prior to that, around 12:30, somebody spotted Danny from his videos. It was a younger kid. His name was Richard, and he walked up to Danny. He was like, "Hey, dude, like I love your content. Can you please sign this for me?" And so him and Danny got into conversation, and Richard basically told Danny, "Yeah, I don't have a gaming computer, and I'm actually trying to save up for a computer right now. We were like, oh, okay, like this attendee right here, he seems to be really in need of a computer, and we could possibly fill that void.
I asked him to come on camera to tell me what the specs were, but he was so shy. Would you like to be in a video?
Nah, it's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. I just met a fan who who asked me to sign his mouse pad. He doesn't have a computer right now, but he's saving up money for one. His name's Richard. He looks like he might be in like middle school or maybe approaching high school. I asked him to be on the camera to like do the whole survey thing, and he was way too shy, but I told him we're gonna be here, so you know, if he stops by, this could be a thing. So what I did was I just kind of kept an eye on him. And I saw when he went to the meet and greet finally, I saw he was there with an older person who ended up being his older cousin. So his older cousin took him and his little brother to the event. After they got done meeting and greeting, as they were walking away, I walked up to them and said, hey, can I actually do a video asking you about what you have in your specs to the older cousin? Can I do a quick video with you?
Oh man, I'm so awkward.
Don't worry about it. You're good. You're good.
I'll be awkward in front of the camera.
I'll be awkward with you.
All of us?
Yep,
Okay.
all of you. I'm doing a quick video survey of attendees attending the event, trying to see what they have in their system.
The i5 2 years ago. The
Okay.
One.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact model.
Okay.
And I have a GTX 1060 6 gig model.
1060, okay. And then, so I met your cousin Richard earlier, and I asked him what kind of PC he has, but he doesn't have one yet.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Right? Okay, but it sounds like you know a lot about computers.
Yeah.
So when he's ready and has money saved up, are you gonna hook him up?
I'm gonna try. I'll help him up for sure.
So after speaking to his older cousin, I actually pulled him to the side, and I told him, hey, can you actually bring your cousin back in about half an hour to our meet and greet? Don't tell him, but we actually want to give him the PC that we have over there, but keep it a total surprise. What I posed it was like, hey, bring your cousin back and we can kind of talk to him about computer parts, because we know he's saving for a computer, and we can just talk to him, and we'll have a build that we can kind of like go over parts and stuff with him with. You know, pose it as that, because we don't want him to know at all.
So after getting his cousin in on it, we brought him back, and this is what happened.
Oh. Hey, what's up? This is OzTalksHW.
I watch him.
You watch him? Awesome.
I love your videos.
Nice. And then this is Chris from Coalition Gaming.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
So we asked your cousin to bring you up here just because we wanted to show you like what you could build in a PC. When you build your first PC, what do you think your budget's gonna be if you had to like try to save how much money?
My budget would probably like be 1,000.
1,000? That's a really good round
And I'm
number.
Canadian too, so.
That's true.
How do you find the right graphics card, right? Because maybe the guy selling it doesn't want to meet up in his own house, right? How do you test if it's good?
Honestly, I think part of it is kind of a risk. You just kind of have to be like, okay, if this doesn't work out, I might be in the hole this much money. But most of the time, people are honest. It's probably going to work. If it doesn't, when you get home, just try contacting the seller. They're usually cool about it.
Have you had much experience touching like hardware and stuff like that, building computers at all? No. Okay, so don't worry about it. Computers are actually very durable. You care about RGB?
Yeah, it looks better.
It looks better, so you do care about RGB, but that makes it a little bit more expensive, so you're just gonna have to save a little bit more money. But did you have any more questions for us?
No. Nice to meet you.
And nice to meet you, and thanks for bringing by. All right, see you guys.
Can you sign this for me though?
Oh,
Of course.
Get that signature. Thank you. All right, see you guys. Have fun at the rest of the show.
Thank you.
Okay, see ya. Actually, come back real quick.
Oh man.
So, our whole goal with this thing, this whole show, was to come together and build a PC. We know you don't have a gaming PC, and you're saving money to build one, so we want to give you this PC.
That's quite a gift from you guys.
From all of us to you, man, this is what we came here to do.
Are you sure?
We're 110% sure. Yeah, we want you to have this, 100%.
I'm speechless.
Don't worry, I think that's normal.
Yeah.
You get the honors of peeling it.
Okay, if the battle we go 3 captains, Linus. Tell us how you're feeling.
Whoa.
First time peeling.
Never done that before.
Oh, really?
There we go. That's satisfying. This is better than, actually it's on par with my own system at home, so.
It's better than my computer.
It is better than Ozi's, so.
It's better than a lot of ours. They are the ones that built the computer. I just did all the benchmarking, but they really took a lot of time making sure it looked nice, getting the RGB set up. It's like, honestly, like hats off to them, because they were like really putting in the work to do this.
I don't know how this happened. I just ran into him.
If you didn't say hi or if you were too shy, you wouldn't have won this PC.
Yeah.
Do your friends have PCs?
They have it, but my computer's not strong enough to run the games. So like I can't really play with them.
But now, are you gonna have the best PC out of your friends, maybe?
Yeah, for sure.
They were staying at my house because it's easier to get over here from my house than theirs. So I was playing games, right? I was playing Overwatch, and then this guy comes into my room. He's like, "Hey, can I play some games?" I was like, "Oh, I'm playing right now." Right? A few minutes later, he tells his brother to go ask me to play video games.
He gets the cuter one, right?
The cuter one.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Hey, can Richard play video games on your computer?"
Wow,
I was like, wait,
that's adorable.
Yeah. I was like, "Wait, why'd you ask your brother?" And then his brother told me that he hooked him up. He was like, he gave him like, he was like, "Hey, do this for me, and I'll do a favor for you, right? Go ask him if I can play video games on his computer."
Wow, so now you don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Now he might be asking like, "Hey, can I check out your rig?" And,
Maybe I'm saying that to you now.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
No problem, man.
You made this guy's like year,
Hopefully.
more than year.
Hopefully.
Because this PC's gonna last him forever, honestly.
And so we bring somebody else into the PC gaming world. PC gaming and PC hardware really does bring people together. If it wasn't for PC gaming and eventually content creation about PC gaming, we wouldn't even be here doing this.
And like the whole idea is that hopefully us passing along because other people have done it to us, we want to do it for other people and just kind of keep that cycle going along.
I think this whole experience for all of us was very eye-opening. It gave us an opportunity to do something where I don't think a lot of people are able to do. We're super thankful to even be invited to an event like this, to come together and do a very cool project like this, and then to be able to have the support of companies out there to help us bring a build like this together and to help somebody else out. We want to give a big shout out to NZXT for providing their new H510 Elite case, as well as a Kraken and some RGB fans. Thanks to Team Group for providing 16 gigabytes of their T-Force Delta RGB RAM, as well as a Delta RGB SSD. And we want to give a huge thanks to NVIDIA for providing the graphics card to put into this build. We hope you all enjoyed this project that we did. We want to thank you as always for watching, and thank you for supporting us in all of our channels. With that said, we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.